Iowa. What do we think of when we think of Iowa? Did he have a meeting? Did he have a meeting before this? We think of corn. Thank you very much. We think of people sitting there trying to find, what am I going to do today? I'm going to write poetry. No?
Yes.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, Warren Reinecke and his wonderful published poetry.
It's published right here. I'd like to say thanks to Joe and Tom and the planners of the talent show for a chance to read a few of my poems. This is a later life pursuit for me, taken up since retirement. I hope you enjoy it. To stay on script and on time, I will be using these notes. If you feel a silent wave is appropriate, please save it till the end. Joe's got me on a tight leash. I truly believe that we all, every single one of us, have the makings of being a poet. We all take inspiration from the ordinary. We all appreciate the wondrous sounds of words. We all admire the elegance of comparisons, irony, coincidence, serendipity, and perhaps, best of all, puns and humor in general. I also believe that we have a muse, all of us, that inaudible voice of simply knowing, which helps us all recognize these simple gifts and help us to blend them into compositions. Do you use an initial in your name?
Yes.
Do you know the origin of how your name was chosen? Here's the story behind mine. The poem is entitled Namesake. The first name given, last name family, middle name often a mere letter. What story lies behind the use of a letter name? Perhaps less said, the better. A single letter used as chosen name, left unknown as if enough was said. What character may be discovered there? What meaning might be read? Used initially, it may offer impression of distinction as first the letter name, or perhaps a grudging deference to conceal the one from whom it came. Is the letter name to honor a close friend or relative for whom one cared? Or hope to serve as talisman for someone idolized, a halo sought to share? What if one is assigned two first letter names, a nickname, we used to say, both names like one carried forth from youth even till this day? Yet another way to letter names be used, each with accent so reserved. Side by side, more as title, each letter uttered, some deference preferred. What if the letter name be ascribed in memory of one who could not be? A life stillborn, now in name becomes someone instead of he. We and some friends visited an old school building which had been completely converted into a department store for antiques. Join me in a tour. PS 44. Storied old abandoned school, now an emporium for antiques. First there for children, lessons learned for what was yet to come. Now here for grown-ups, tracing back a sense of things bygone. Classrooms become consignment shops, each a niche boutique. Listen for the echoes, sounds and sights of youth conveyed, hallway chatter, clambering upstairs, groaning wooden floors. Ghost bells ring, reminders of the time, heavy creaking doors, such poignant memories now, through daydreams replayed. Well-worn steps, smooth railings, still here for them to hold, used first for youth in climbing up and now for stepping down. supporting those in search of familiar things they've known, valued as possessions, stirring stories for each now retold. The dated cornerstone contains some artifacts of its own time, a postscript for the future, now realized, objects in their prime. I don't know about you, but when I observe TV ads for wonder drugs, I wonder if you ever read the small print or hear the rapid patter of wonder drug side effects. Realizing that approved drugs undergo tests with control groups receiving placebos, do these volunteers experience symptoms as well? Come and wonder with me. Side effects, spelled AFFECTS. Praise for those noble volunteers who submit to tests, helping to discover wonder drugs. We are in their debt. Those who risk imaginary placebo-induced side effects. Surely it's no wonder that some of them should endure a fine print maladies, indigestion, diarrhea, deliria, drowsiness, dizziness, and the group ill-fated to find a cure. Perhaps the oddest feeling of all, being driven hell-bent, the desire compelling them to operate heavy equipment. Several years ago, Nancy and I served as literacy volunteers at a small school near us here on the north side, and we dealt with kids who had minor reading issues. And we discovered a child who had something called oppositional defiant disorder. Well, as incredible as it sounds, we know two people who were the best of friends, both of whom have ODD, or odd. I entitled this The Odd Couple. You won't believe this, but it's actually true. Two elder cronies personify a comparing apples and oranges cliche. Although alike in kind, each one is unique, different as night and day. One is more colorful, a bit rough-textured, and a persona bittersweet. The other, though more polished, can be quite tart and prone to pique. Both are well known to be contrarians, argumentative to their core. Any common observation will elicit opposition or wry chide in store. Either can easily provoke in the other a peevish perversity in kind. What ensues is repartee, leading each one on, witty retorts to find. No one would accuse either in this odd couple of portraying any tact. One may assume that they have agreed to disagree, that opposites attract.
Iowa, what a great state, I swear. It must be. Look what it turned out. Warren, and especially Nancy. The next gentleman is not from Tucson, Arizona. And he happens to be a person that's been here, Michael, how many times? 4, maybe? 3, 4 times? Is it Bainbridge? Yeah. Bainbridge, wow, I got it. Just outside of Seattle, right? And they attend, what's the name of the congregation there? Cedar?
Cedars.
Oh, well, you're going to tell us anyway. Michael is going to sing to you, and I'm just going to have him come up and sing, and he's going to talk a little bit about this tune that he picked and why he picked it and what it means to him and what it should mean to us, maybe.
I'm going to sing a song called Praise to the Spring in Chinese without music. The song basic means spring is coming, birds are singing, sunlight charming, life big or small, rejuvenating. And since it's the season of stewardship renewal, so that's spiritual renewal, spring is coming. I have a lot of allergy, so 春天来了，阳光明，好山好水好风光，万物生机，百鸟鸣。啊，我的家乡实在美，万物生机啊，百鸟鸣。啊，我的家乡实在美，实在美。
Wonderful, 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 wonderful. I'd like to translate that for you now. If I only could. How did you know? Anyway, I don't need to do any translating here because we don't use a mic. Oh, look at this. You will live. Joe Glenn came last year and played, loved it so much, and I said, why? And he said, the applause. I just love the applause. Anyway, Dark Eyes, Russian Love Song. Okay. Wow, I set my schedule down someplace. And I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, I knew who was up. It's just a matter of what I was doing here. So, last year you knew her as a cat. Dressed up right down to the tail. This year, she's hotter than ever. May I introduce Betty Milky doing Mikkel. Excuse me.
Have another glass.
You can't switch from red to white. I just want to tell you that. Mikkel doing That's All. And I believe Dorothy is doing the accompaniment. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Mikkel.
Can you hear me?
Okay.
I'm going to have to close this door. It just blew the last page off the show.
Very good job.
Thank you.
That's the downbeat.
Right.
I can only give you love that lasts forever, and a promise to be near each time you call. And the only heart I own for you and you alone, that's all, that's all. I can only give you country walks in springtime and a hand to hold when leaves begin to fall, and the pardon me, and
A love.
and
And a love that's
and the love whose burning light will warm the winter's night. That's all. It's getting late, folks. That's all. There are those who have said they would give you the world as a toy. All I have are these arms to enfold you, and a love time will never destroy. If you're wondering what I'm asking in return, dear, you'll be glad to know that my demands are small. Say it's me that you adore, for now and forevermore. That's all. That's all. I can only give you country walks in springtime, and a hand to hold when leaves begin to fall, and a love whose burning light will warm the winter's night. That's all. That's all. There are those who have said, I'm sure, who have told you they will give you the world as a toy. All I have are these arms to enfold you, and a love time will never destroy. But pick up your fork. If you're wondering what I'm asking in return, dear, you'll be glad to know that my demands are small. Say it's me that you adore, for now and evermore. That's all. That's all.
I know it's Maple. I do.
Just when you see it.
I know. And Ron. Everyone, Dorothy Jacobs on accompaniment. Well, we always, sometimes there's that old adage, the family that prays together stays together. It's not praise, it's actually plays. So here we are. Not bad. We just put this here so that you can get the full sound of his flute. It's wonderful.
I'm going to do a piece called Sicilian by Gabrielle Fauré. And Jane said, are you going to say anything about this piece? And I'd say, well, I know it's called Sicilian. And I know it's by Gabrielle Fauré. And I think he's French because Sicilian, the way it's spelled here, is a French word. And I think it means a Sicilian, a lady from Sicily, a woman from Sicily. Kind of like there's another flute piece pretty well known called Arlésienne, which is the woman from Arles. And Gabrielle Fauré composes a lot of very pretty pieces, and I think this piece is very pretty also, and I hope you enjoy it.
Jane and Conrad. What a beautiful, beautiful tune. Well, we've heard her sing at church. We watched her lead the choir. We've heard her sing with the choir. And now we get to listen to Katie V.
So this was originally dedicated to Minnie and Cora, MVUU's very own Princess Anna and Princess Elsa. And they're not here tonight. So instead, this is dedicated to grandparents and parents who have probably heard this song before, done by little girls all over the country. And last year, I think I taught it to 12 little girls while teaching private voice lessons. And I thought, what better way to have a little bit of fun than to do Let It Go from Frozen.
Katie V. I'm sure. And Jane Paul, accompaniment, excellent. So the next two performers are friends of mine for a number of years, again, from the Huntington Unitarian Universalist Church on Long Island. George Murphy and Harvey Bellapole have been singing together for quite a while, have a group in New York actually that sing at different places in the New York area or Long Island area, and also perform at the Unitarian Church in Huntington. So let me bring them on, and they'll tell you a little bit about themselves and a little bit about what they're going to sing.
And are we on here? Yes? Hi. When we, a little more? So when we found out from Joe that we were going to be in this show, do we have any Harry Potter fans out there? Sure. Well, he put our name into the Goblet of Fire, and that's what we're doing here. But anyway, we decided what we would do would be our tribute to Wayne Newton, which we call Dankeschön, the Vegas years. But Joe found out that it runs just under 2 hours. Came back to us and said, "You have 5 minutes, 6 max." So we scrapped that idea and we decided to do 2.5 minute rock songs that we like, and that's what we're going to do. The first one is actually a Leslie Gore song, and Leslie Gore was a great rock and roller in the mid-'60s. She passed away about 6 weeks ago at 68. She had a string of hits in the 60s, starting with It's My Party in 63. She was 16. And we're going to do one of her songs that we really like, and we hope you like it. Oh, and one other thing. We're going to retain Leslie's original pronoun set for the song. And if she was here and if she knew the two of us, she would say that's exactly the right way to do it. I'd rather see you. Okay. Maybe I know that he's been cheating. Maybe I know that he's been untrue. But what can I do? I hear them whispering when I walk by. He's gonna break her heart and make her cry. I know it's me they're talking about. I bet they all think I'll never find out. Whoa, maybe I know that he's been cheating. Maybe I know that he's been untrue. But what can I do? My friends are telling me that he's no good. He isn't treating me the way he should. He really loves me, that's all I can say. Before my tears fall, I just walk away. Whoa, baby, I know that he's been cheating. Baby, I know that he's been untrue. But what can I do? Whoa. Deep down inside he loves me, though he may run around. Deep down inside he loves me, someday he'll settle down. Whoa, maybe I know that he's been cheating. Maybe I know that he's been untrue. But what can I do? Loves me, that's all I can say. Before my tears fall, I just walk away. Whoa, maybe I know that he's been cheating. Maybe I know that he's been untrue. But what can I do? Maybe I know that he's been cheating. Maybe I know that he's been untrue. And the second song we like to do is a Beatles song. And this song was recorded June 1st, 1964. It's over 50 years ago, do you believe that? And it was recorded for the Hard Day's Night album release in Britain. It wasn't in the movie, but it was on the album. In America, it was on Beatles 65. It was an album cut, and it's just one that we really like. Oh, and the important information here is that at the recording session, they had to do 16 takes to get it. Joe told us that we had to get it right in one take tonight. So, you know, if you break my heart, I'll go, but I'll be back again. 'Cause I told you once before goodbye, but I came back again. I love you so, I'm the one who wants you. Yes, I'm the one who wants you. Oh, 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 oh. You could find better things to do than to break my heart again. This time I will try to show that I'm not trying to pretend. I thought that you would realize that if I ran away from you, you would want me to. But I got a big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. You will find better things to do than to break my heart again. This time I will try to show that I'm not trying to pretend. I don't know, but I hate to leave you. You know I hate to leave you. Oh, 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 oh. You, if you break my heart, I'll go, but I'll be back again.
The good news is they bought a home here recently, and they'll be splitting their time between Huntington and Tucson, and yes, and hopefully spending more time with us. Excuse me. Been a lot of little writing here. So, oh goody. Reiner's, I got it right. Didn't I? Yes. Finally, it took so long. That S. Anyway. You sang here before, haven't you?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah,
we used to
last
sing.
year? Yeah, that's what I did. Will you come back? Anyway, Bill Reiner. Do you want to sing? Do you want to say anything about what you're going to sing? Okay.
I'm the sartorial anti-Conrad Paul here. No, thanks. I don't think I
They want to hear you all the way to the back. You don't have to sing it if you don't want to. Okay, you're going to yell? Okay.
Dorothy and Norman and I
Perfect.
chose the song for its musical qualities out of a series that we might possibly do. But it's about music. It's about singing. While I do it, you might think about the importance of music to our lives. I think the people that have chosen to come here tonight probably care about music, all the way going from clapping and toe tapping to really doing some great performances that we've heard tonight. So it's the importance of music is one of the aspects of this thing. The other one is as I sang the lyrics of this song, which comes from a show that you never heard of because it crashed in 1930, but is about, part of it is about the Depression, about sad times and poor people. As I was thinking about the words, the meaning of these words, it's about the working poor and the importance of song to them. As I think about the working poor today, I'm wondering, do they have a song? And you might think about that. If they have the same kind of support that, let's say, the Negro spirituals provided to black workers in the past, or Irish music provided to the Irish people in the past. I don't know if they have the same kind of musical support. So think about that, and I'll see if I can remember the words. Part of my costume is not to wear glasses. Okay.
Okay.
Be the first time that we've had a clarinetist play for us. And Norma, how do you feel about this?
Well, we'll see afterwards.
Anyway, Norma Reiners. Did you want to say anything about what you're going to do?
Well, this song was written by Benny Goodman, and he's a terrific clarinet player. So don't expect my sound to be exactly like Benny Goodman's. Just give a little, okay?
Is it okay? The height?
I think it's a little low, but
It's this knob right here.
yeah, I know. Thanks. We'll get it here. Okay. I had better be where Dorothy and I can see each other. We've got to coordinate on
Oh,
this.
absolutely.
Okay, now let's just be sure that it's together. And I didn't put too much cork grease on so it falls apart. Okay, good enough, I guess. Anyway. Okay.
Norma Reiners, and our own Dorothy Jacobs. We have so many talented people in this congregation. It's just another way to see another side of them. Last year, Larry Castriata surprised us, at least it surprised me, with a great group that he brought in, his barbershop quartet, and I was really taken with how well he really, really does sing. I mean, he's really a good singer. And now you're going to know him as a crooner. Well, not, I mean, you know, we talked a lot, but I had never heard you sing. You have a wonderful voice. Ah, very good. Anyway, what's your name again? All right, ladies and gentlemen, the crooner, Larry Castriata.
So I was supposed to do some Dean Martin songs, but I came in black, so I hear that train a-coming. No, we won't do it. As Joe said, I'm used to sing barbershop, which means I'm not used to singing with accompaniment, and I'm not used to singing alone. But we're going to take care of that. I have to use cheat sheets too. So.
You ready?
Oh, excuse me.
You don't want me to pass anything out?
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a tremendous prize for the person who can identify who wrote this music.
Give us a hint. Ready?
Yeah. Smile though your heart is aching. Smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by. Do you know?
I think so.
Who?
Chaplin?
Say again?
Chaplin?
Yes! Charlie Chaplin. Okay, now come up and get your prize.
No, he did it. I knew the song.
Your prize, by the way, is that you get to sing this with me. Let's go over here.
Is this from the
Joe, why don't
time?
you pass some more out? I'll pass out more of those. No, not those. Yeah. So you can actually all sing along. There's not too many copies of this, so 3 or 4 people share if you can. Well, I'm not used to singing alone, number one. Number two, I'm still suffering from a bad cold. So. Yeah, she wants me to sing Far, Far Away, but I don't know the words. Okay, we ready? Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile, even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, if you smile with your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you'll find that life still worthwhile if you just smile your face with gladness, hide every trace of sadness, although a tear may be ever so you just smile. Hey, give yourself a hand. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to invite a couple of special groups up here to join me. First off, we're going to bring the Supremes up. That's Pat. Up here. You, get up here. Pat. Claire. Come on.
No, I used to go to choir, but they said I shouldn't open my mouth.
Okay, we'll get Elizabeth up here instead. Come on. This is easy. This is going to be easy. Let's see. How many Supremes were there? Three. Come on, Des. Okay, now we also need a counterbalance to that. Anybody remember the Jordanaires? That was Elvis Presley's backup group. Okay, John Wilcox. Let's see, who else we got here? Tom Bunch, come on, boy. Richard. Peter. No. Here, Beto, let's get Joe Brado up here. Come on, Joe. By the way, that song "Smile" was covered by about 1,500 artists. My favorite was Dean Martin's. So we're going to do another Dean Martin song. Now, don't try this at home. Okay. We're going to do.
I'm sober, can I sing?
Yes, you can. All right, you guys. I want you to sing. You know the song?
No. Yes.
You're the echo.
Okay.
I'm going to say that's more, then you're going to sing the echo. Now you guys, you're in the blue. Okay? So that's an echo. So I'm going to sing, and then you're going to sing the echo. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Anybody remember this song?
What is it?
That's Amore. Okay. Now this is a contest. Who does the best job on the echo? The Jordanaires? Or the Supremes? And you're going to vote. You're going to vote. Everybody can sing. The moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie. That's amore. That's amore. Like you had too much wine. That's amore. Stop the music. Stop the music. Do you want to take another run at that? Okay, we're going to start with When the World Seems to Shine. When the world seems to shine like you've had too much wine, that's amore. Okay, let's go back on that, Jane. Bells will ring.
Okay, it's going to be a lot slower.
Now remember, the Jordanaires are in red. And the Supremes are in. Okay. Bells will ring, ting-a-ling-a-ling, and you'll sing Vita Bella. Vita Bella. They'll play tippy-tippy-tay like a gay tarantella. Yeah. And the stars make you drool. Just like pasta, that's amore. When you dance down the street with a smile at your feet, you're in love. When you walk in a dream and you know you're not dreaming, signore. Scusa me, but you see, back in old Napoli, it's amore. Who'd you like? The Jordanaires? Let's hear it for the Jordanaires. Let's hear it for the Supremes.
Okay, we're right at the end of the evening. Oh my goodness, only 30 minutes. We picked up 15. I mentioned to Ron that I'd like to have him end the evening. And he came up with, as you can see, some lullaby choices, and the lullaby suite, as he calls it, and other things. And he said, I felt that maybe I could put them to sleep on purpose. Did you not say that? He did, see? It's not my words. Anyway, Reverend Ron Ferris with his lullabies and other choices.
Just gonna. Can we turn off all the lights in the back too? It's mood music. It's really bright. I've been sitting in the dark. It's bright. Because this is a lullaby. This is thank you. Oh. So I'm just gonna sing one song. I've had a sore throat all week long, so I'm going to give you the blues singer rendition of these lullabies. And instead of a few, I'm just going to do one with some context. So this is a song. This is sort of the grand finale every night that we do. I usually do 3 songs. 2 books, 3 songs. Pick up your fork, I'm done. You know, this is my version, well, all right. So anybody here been to Grateful Dead shows? Okay. So you know at the end of every Grateful Dead show, they sing that song and we bid you good night. So I have adapted that to our good night ritual. Now, the Grateful Dead sing, you've had an ecstatic, excessive day. 4 hours at least of ecstatic excessiveness. And so this song comes on, they sing it, and you are both thrilled that the day is over and sad that the day is over. Much like we are probably all sad that this evening must come to an end, and also thanking God that it's finally over. And much like a Grateful Dead show, you definitely heard some music tonight. You may have seen something. You don't know. So, okay, so the first, I'm not going to sing the whole thing. It's just a piece of it. And the first time through, I'll sing it the way the Dead sing it. It's an old gospel traditional song. So it's got Jesus in it and Savior in it. And we just don't really have, we're not to Jesus and Savior before bed yet. So I've changed the words to make it more appropriate for our household. Anyway, I'll sing it the way the Dead sang it first, the old way. And then I'll sing it the way that we sing it. Just have to imagine myself reading you all a bedtime story, brushing your teeth. Lay you down, my dear brothers. Lay your head to rest. Won't you lay your head upon your Savior's chest? I love you Oh, but Jesus loves you the best, and I bid you good night. Good night. Good night. And I bid you good night. Good night. Good night. So that's the show closer for the dead. For us, it's the go to sleep part of the evening. We change the words, and I try to sing it a little hypnotically even, so I'll slow it down. Lay you down, my two sisters. Lay your head to rest. Won't you lay your head on your mama's breast? The world loves you, but your mama loves you the best. We bid you good night. Good night. Good night. And we bid you good night. Good night. Good night. And we bid you good night. Good night. Good night. One more time. And we bid you good night. Good night. Good night. Good night, everyone.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Without your applause, this would not have been an evening. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you tomorrow, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.